Hey Kate, I hope you're doing well. I know you're kind of stuck at home for the next few weeks, so just know that I'm praying for you and your family. Look forward to seeing you again at school, hopefully as soon as possible, and hopefully you'll be safe and well also. I just wanted to make this video for you to explain some of the things you missed and some of the things you can work on for the next few days. And my hope is that next week, Wednesday, we can kind of get a different video and tell you kind of what we did next in class. Just know that if you have any questions or concerns about anything I talk about here or anything that you need to do, all you need to do is shoot me an email, or if it works better for you, we can use Google Meet sometime either during fourth hour or after school, and I'd love to help you out with that in any way that I can. So just keep me posted. I'm here to help, so don't be shy. So what we did yesterday, which would be Thursday, is we introduced a project about colonies. And first we took some notes. There were three slides, so you can see them on the screen. The first one is about the Spanish exploring in North America. So if you want to pause this video and get those notes down, you can. Or if you want to ask one of your classmates in 7th hour, you're more than welcome to ask them, and maybe they can share them with you too. The second slide of notes we took were about the French explorers. So here's the details there. So if you want to pause it, write it down, or share it, that's up to you. Then the last one is about the Dutch and Henry Hudson and him settling in New York. So we just took some brief notes on that, just to know which European countries settled in which parts of North America. For the Spanish, it was in the southern United States. For the Dutch, it was New York. And then for the French, it was further north, where Canada is today. The next thing that we did yesterday was we figured out how to log in to our online textbooks. And I have some in the classroom that aren't online, but they're a physical copy. But I only have 20 or so. That's not enough for all the 8th graders. So most of the time, you'll use the online one, and you'll definitely have to use that while you're at home for the next couple of weeks. Your login information, the link for this is right here. You'll click this link. Your teacher username is D. Miedema. Your student username is the word student, all lowercase, and then a number. Your number, if I scroll down to your name here, is 71. So if you type in student 71, that's your username. And then everyone's password is the same. It's just the word student with a capital S. So if I go to that link, this is my username, D. Miedema. So you'll type that in first. Your username is student, and then the number 71. As you can see, all lowercase, all one word, there's no spaces. And the password is the word student with a capital S. And this is what your textbook online looks like. We are currently in section 3, so if you click on that, this is where you would go. If you have questions or need help with getting to that online textbook, please let me know. So we started a mini project yesterday, and some students are working with partners, others have chosen to work by themselves. Since you won't be at school by the time we finish this, you're just going to have to do this by yourself, and that's totally okay. What you're going to have to do is research information about one of the 13 original colonies. Just so you know, a colony is an area of land that's governed by a different country. So before the United States was ever an official country, before the Declaration of Independence, before the Revolutionary War, we had 13 original colonies. These colonies were controlled by England. The list of those colonies are right here, from Connecticut to Virginia, just alphabetical order. So these are not states yet, because the United States doesn't exist. These are just colonies that England controls and governs. So the first thing you want to do is choose one of these 13 colonies. I will let you choose whichever one you want, the one that sounds the best to you. What you will then do is research information about that colony. It's important that you research the colony and not the state, because those are two different things. So the information you need to know is here. You need to know who founded or who started the colony, when it was founded, the reason why it was started, and whether or not it's part of the New England colonies, the Middle, or the Southern colonies. And these are just groups of colonies that are organized by their location and by some of their cultural characteristics because they're similar in how they live their lives. You'll then research information here about the culture of that colony, food, dress, government, economy, etc. You'll research about their geography, their landforms, the climate, the bodies of water that they had, and their relationship with Native Americans. Did they get along? Did they fight? What was their relationship like? And finally, if there's anything else that's not already included that stands out that makes them unique or interesting or appealing, include that too. The two places you can go for research are your textbook, and also, if you want to use a website called SweetSearch, you can do that too. That link to SweetSearch is right here. So if you go to Google Classroom, you can click where it says Colony Commercial. And if you click on this Google Doc, this is what you'll get. The link to your textbook and SweetSearch is here, and the list of the things you need to research is all right there too. If you wanted to write your research on this document, that's totally fine. Whatever sources you use, whether it's your textbook or other websites, just copy and paste the links to those right below where it says sources used. And as it says here, you need a minimum of at least 3 reliable ones. Just to show you what SweetSearch looks like, if I click on the link, this is basically Google, but it's for students, which means that the information is more trustworthy and reliable, because sometimes the info you get from Google isn't always correct. Most of the time it is, sometimes it's not. This is just the safer option. So let's say you wanted to do the colony of Rhode Island. And you don't have to choose Rhode Island, you can choose any of those 13 I showed you before. The first couple here are all advertisements. Don't click those. If you scroll below the ads, it will tell you all the websites you can use, information about Rhode Island that you'll need for this checklist. So again, if you have questions about the research, let me know. This is the rubric. What you're going to make with your information is a commercial. And it could be a video, but you could also make a poster or like a brochure or a pamphlet. Your options are all right here. And there are some websites that are like video creation tools like Animoto, WeVideo, and Adobe Spark. And sometimes people want to make a poster, but they're not good drawing. These websites make online posters called infographics. If you wanted to do a paper copy, that'd be a little tricky because I don't know how you would send it to me. So you probably want to do something online to make this commercial. The purpose of the commercial is to convince your audience why your colony, whichever one you choose, is the best one to live in. So what you want to do is take this info that you find in your research and make a commercial that convinces and persuades me and your classmates that your colony is the best one. So use that information in a convincing way to do that. Textbook pages that you'll need are here. Most of the 13 colonies, which I'll show you what they are again here. Most of these are in your textbook, but there are a couple that aren't. So if you choose a colony and you don't see it in your textbook, it's probably just not in there. If you go to your textbook and click here, it actually tells you which section is which colony. So we got Georgia, Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. Those are the main ones. This section will tell you which of these colonies are New England, Middle, or Southern, so you might want to click that one too. That's pretty much all you need to know for now. If you have questions, concerns, you can email me, or we can set up a time to meet on Google Meet. Doesn't matter to me, Kate. I'm here to help you, so just let me know how I can do that the best I can. Otherwise, that's all I got. Once again, I'm praying for you and your family. I look forward to seeing you back here at school too, and good luck on this project.